Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. It is Ken from 49, and in this video guys I'm gonna talk about my Fire March. So I made a video about my Fire March last week where I unlocked Cyrus and I used some random skills on this Fire March. However, this is the final build that I'm going with. Before I talk about the build, I'm gonna talk about why exactly did I create a Fire March instead of Water as a second March. So my main march is either a mixed march or a full earth march, and I struggle a lot against lightning marches with both marches. I mean the mixed and the earth. No matter what build I use, what skills I use, I still struggle versus these marches. So the march that currently is the best or considered the best counter for lightning marches is the fire march. So this is why I decided to create a fire march. And using Cyrus in the Fire March, I believe is gonna be way better than Saint Duke versus Lightning Marches, because Cyrus is gonna apply a lot of control because of his ultimate skill. He applies a lot of control, and we're gonna check some reports. We're gonna check the control that he provides. And Hippolyta, of course, the energy reduction from her ultimate skill works so well versus Lightning Marches as well. And of course, William for the critical buff. I really need his exclusive artifact. It's gonna be way better than any other artifact that is being used on him. Empress Wu with her nuke, of course, using Chase, Spell Disintegrator, and Annihilation. So overall, Fire is gonna be so much better versus Lightning Marches. However, this is not the ideal build to use against Fire Marches. I mean, Lightning Marches. So currently, the reason I use these skills on my Fire March is because of Arena. And if I really want to build this march to fight against Lightning Marches, I would use Oaken Guard instead of Resist, and I would use maybe Absolute Defense on Cyrus, and I would remove a couple of skills around. However, since we don't really have actual fights at the moment, this is the current skills I'm using, and I'm also using Oaken Guard on my Mixed March, and I cannot afford to remove this skill from here, so this is the skills that I decided to use for the moment. So, the auras. I'm using Sacrifice, of course. It has a chance of increasing two other immortals by 15%, two other immortals damage by 15%, and of course it has a cool passive if it was proc, increase your initial energy by 100%, but it has a 15% chance of applying. Of course, I'm using Weakness, the most important aura for Fire March, and I'm using Malice. I'm using Rage, Placing, and Energy Suppression. It kind of gives you some kind of control in the very early of the fight. It slows down the enemy, and it gives you a huge boost for the energy, and of course it's gonna be so much better for Fire Marches compared to any other march because of the insane amount of energy regain they have. Look at Hippolyta here. Cyrus 117. Empress 117. I mean, Hippolyta have 117 even without a third artifact. Right, so the reason that I use these skills is, of course, Arena. So my Mixed March could beat most of the Water, Full Earth, or maybe Shadow or Holy Marches. However, in Arena, I struggle a lot versus other Fire Marches and Lightning Marches. So this is why I used Malice to counter other Fire Marches. And the reason I used Energy Burst because it is the ideal skill to use at this situation. I could use Adrenaline Rush, however, if I used Adrenaline Rush on Hippolyta, then I don't really have anywhere else to use this skill. So I'm keeping it on Hippolyta for now. So I really want to check some reports that I have in Arena at the moment for my Fire Marches. I know I had a decent fight here. So I took a lot of, not a lot of damage, I took some damage in this fight here, and then we went to fight with his Lightning March. And it was a kinda easy win. Let's take a look at the control. 23 seconds stun in a 32-second fight. I mean, this is mainly because he's not using Malice on his Fire March. He's using Malice on his Holy. So it works so well in my advantage. So let's take a look at the reply. And I really want to see the stuns from Cyrus. So once he casts his skill, we're gonna start to see. Alright, we started to see the stuns. You see how Murapi is stunned, and that fat dude over there was stunned. Another stun. This is a lot of stuns. So this is why I like Cyrus. He's even better than Attila at his prime days. As long as you can provide the critical hits, he's gonna apply so much stuns. I mean, using his artifact is gonna be even way better. I mean, I fought a dude here with his own exclusive artifact. Additional 10%. So instead of the 35% that he has, is gonna be 45% with his exclusive artifact. Does he have Malice? Yeah, he has Malice. My fire is a bit stronger since I have a decent dragon talent. I want to take a look at more reports for the fire march. Yeah, there was this fight. This is the nub that I was talking to in my previous video, and he said he doesn't like Cyrus. Alright, so this was a 26-second fight. I know he took some damage from the previous fight. He lost around 7,000 troops, but still, the fight ended in only 26 seconds, and Cyrus applied 15 seconds of stuns in a 20-second fight. So let's take a look at the reply and check out what happened here. I mean, let's play this faster. Alright, Cyrus casted his skill. We're gonna see some stuns here. One here, two in the backline are stunned. But again, this is also because he's not using Malice on his fire march. This is why it is so much easier for my fire march to fight against most fire marches in the server, because people are not using Malice in their main marches anymore, because not a lot of people are using fire marches, so it's kind of tricky. However, it works in my favor, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Anyway, this is the build that I'm using currently. I mean, it could be better or improved if I have a couple more KVK skills or Tressa skills, but we're gonna see in the future. And I'm actually very excited to use this in actual fights in either KVK or maybe kill events in our future server. In the future, in our server, I mean. However, this will be all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.